Welcome back to Universe Mode, and it is the Go Home show before we get to our first WWE PLE. It's our first Go Home Raw, rather. Good grief, we've still got a SmackDown to go. But we are kicking off tonight's show with a showcase of talent as American-made, the Creed brothers with Ivy Nile make their way down to the ring with Chad Gable. It's going to be Gable competing here tonight, and he's going to be taking on one of our champions. And that champion will be competing at Saturday night's main event, which will be our first PLE. That Intercontinental Championship will be put on the line against the ruler, Oba Femi. But tonight, Andrade Almas takes on Chad Gable. Got some chance there for Chad Gable. Oh, we're starting off this matchup with a little bit of chain wrestling. Chad Gable going to try and go technical on Andrade, and he might be able to. He's got that background for it. Andrade, definitely more of a heavy hitter. Oh, good grief. And Gable's trying to choke the life out of Andrade there. Squeeze the life out of him with that reverse bear hug position. Roll up into the pinfall. Good grief. Oh, and a kick out there from Andrade. Oh, floats over himself into a pinfall. Look at Gable. Into the backslide now. And Andrade with a kick out. Very nice opener there between these two superstars. Drop down from Gable. Gable moving at 100 miles per hour right now. Drag. Snap, drag, and suplex. Good grief. Caught myself off guard then. Gable coming right out of the gate here with a shit ton of offense. Andrade definitely not expecting it, but takes him down with the head scissors. Andrade, gotta be careful. He's just days away from Saturday night's main event, where he will be putting on that championship on the line against Oba Femi. Whoa, and a big boot sends Gable tumbling out of the ring. And look at this, Andrade turning his attention to American-made. Gable back on the apron now, springing to life in the ring. Goes for the Irish whip. Andrade in the corner now. We've not seen Chad Gable in quite some time. He wasn't really present too much last season. He made an appearance in a previous Crockett Cup. And at the time, he was a known ally for Cody Rhodes, though since then, seems to have taken American-made, or the Creed brothers, under his wing, trying to train them, hoping that he can get them some championship gold. Oh my days, and look at that. Creed was on the apron there. Gable going to take advantage, and a quick kick out from Andrade. The advantage hasn't been taken, but Gable going to knock down Andrade. There's a super kick. It's not often you see a super kick from Gable, and the straps have come down, ladies and gents. And look at this. Gable trying to break the ankle of our Intercontinental Champion. Good grief. Oh my days, and Gable making the Intercontinental Champion tap out. Not good news for Andrade. Holy shit, and Andrade, you can't see it right now, but it looks like he's struggling to get to his feet. Gable's done some damage to that ankle with that brutal ankle lock. American-made quick to rush the ring. As our medics help Andrade Almas, the Intercontinental Champion, backstage after that short-lived match against Chad Gable. Ethan Page, our WWE Champion, making his way down to the ring to address the WWE Universe. He did, of course, beat Shawn Spears last week in a one-on-one match, which he's definitely hasn't been shy about pointing out. Ethan Page calling out Shawn Spears, but no show from the chairman. Being told that Andrade is being taken to a nearby hospital to get his ankle professionally checked. It's going to be Ivy Nile's turn to make a name for herself as part of American Made here tonight, as she takes on a champion herself. Will she have the same success that Chad Gable just had as she takes on Natalya Neidhart? Ivy Nile built like a pit bull, and Natalya Neidhart got the skill of a marksman. The last week she was taken down by Piper Niven. Piper went on the offense and targeted the injury that Natalya was dealing with. It was declared last week Chelsea Green requested that the Saturday night main event match between Natalya and Chelsea, yes, it's going to be for the championship, but if Natalya loses, she's forced to retire. It's going to be a very big match for Natalya's career at Saturday night's main event. Big match for Ivy Nile's career here tonight. Can she follow in the same footsteps as Chad Gable? Chad Gable, what a statement to be making as well as he returns to Universe mode. We know Obafemi has been looking forward to his match with Andrade Almas. Two great competitors going at it, but whether or not that ends up happening, we'll have to wait and see. Natalya takes down Ivy Nile, and look at Natalya Neidhart unloading on Nile. Oh, and Nile catches her into the STO, slams down the champion. Natalya forced to roll to ringside. Look at Nile with the suicide dive. Oh, good grief, and Natalya just launched Ivy Nile straight into the barricade there at ringside. Nile popped over the shoulder though of Natalya Neidhart. There's the inverted DDT. It's not going to be a good sign though for Chelsea Green if a new challenger can suddenly appear by defeating Natalya this close to the pay-per-view. Look at Nile tanking that forearm strike. Good grief. Oh, and Natalya unloading there on Ivy Nile, sending her back into the ring. A count of 7. Natalya bringing Nile back to her feet. Into the spine buster. Wipes out Ivy Nile, and she set her up perfectly for the sharpshooter. Nile's down. Can Natalya make her tap? She's got the sharpshooter cinched in. Nile's trying to reach for the ropes, trying to go for that bottom rope, and Natalya makes her tap. Solid win there for Neidhart. Next up, and we have some tag team action. It is time for the #1 contendership match. New Catch Republic qualified last week. They're going to be taking on the Wyatts. The Bruiserweight and the big strong boy, they won that triple threat match. We had 2 of them. Plenty of tag teams being featured. And they were in the second match of the night, and it went on significantly longer than the first. The first was won by the Wyatt Sicks. Dexter Loomis getting a submission win to let the Wyatts advance. The Wyatts making it clear that tag team gold and gold in general is on their target list. And here they come, all of them, slowly down to the ring. Just like before, it's going to be Gacy and Loomis. And it's been confirmed that tonight's main event, good grief, will consist of a tag team match. That's why Sean Spears wasn't present earlier when Ethan Page called him out. He was too busy talking to Nigel McGuinness, the Raw general manager, our general manager of both shows, in all fairness. Good grief, Dexter Loomis wiping out the Bruiserweight there. Sean Spears has requested that later on tonight there's a tag team match that takes place. Him and Cody Rhodes are going to be taking on Ethan Page, and whoever Ethan Page can find to tag with him. They're assuming it's going to be Austin Theory. A pretty safe bet. So tonight, Cody Rhodes, Sean Spears taking on the WWE Champion Ethan Page and Austin Theory. Though who will take on the Street Profits? Street Profits, it will be their first title defense since picking up the Tag Team Championships last season. And it's definitely going to be a hard-fought one, regardless of which of these two teams ends up advancing. Pete Dunne, at every turn that Dexter Lumis has made, has managed to dodge out of the way. Ooh, and a quick elbow jab there from Dexter Lumis, and Lumis takes down Pete Dunne with the big press there. We've had some brilliant tag team matches already so far this season. Will this match up to those in terms of quality? Uncle Howdy, what is Uncle Howdy doing there? Good grief, don't know much about Uncle Howdy, and I think it's probably for the best. We just know that he's the leader of this cult that has now invaded Universe Mode. Heavily inspired by Bray Wyatt. Joe Gacy now in the ring. He yelled something to Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy, the alter ego of Bo Dallas. It's really the only thing that we do know about him. Bo Dallas, former NXT champion. Know plenty about him, but not so much about Howdy. You can see there Eric Rowan as well. Redbeard at ringside. Look at Gacy. That sick look in his eyes. Nothing but carnage when it comes to Joe Gacy. Irish whip into the corner, but no, Pete Dunne with a reversal. Dumping Gacy into the corner. Gacy with a sharp elbow strike. The Wyatts trying their best to keep the Bruiserweight compacted in that corner, and a half Nelson suplex. Dumps Gacy down right on his skull. Gacy folded like a deck chair, and now he's being launched into the corner. Big tag to Tyler Bate. Oh, German suplex catches Joe Gacy, who is trying his best to make the tag to Dexter Lumis, and he does, while Tyler Bate's perched on the top turnbuckle, or the middle rung rather. And Lumis towering over Tyler Bate, dumps him down with that beautiful spine buster. Saw Gacy roll out to the outside there. Oh my days, look at this. Big drop kick wipes out Pete Dunne. Tyler Bate brought back to his feet now by Lumis. Sending him into the corner. Pete Dunne back to his feet. Oh my days, and gets the knee to the face. Oh, good God, and Lumis just wiped out Pete Dunne. Oh, and look at Gacy on the other side of the ring. Just flattened Tyler Bate, and he's now entered the ring. Oh my God, look at this. This is all broken down. The Wyatts taking on New Catch Republic. British strong style. Oh my God, and Lumis just got launched into the corner of the barricade there. Look at Lumis. Lumis fighting away both members of New Catch Republic for a brief moment there. Tyler Bate has just flattened Lumis on the outside of the ring at a count of 8 now. Lumis has got to get to his feet. 9. Oh, good grief, and he manages to beat the count, and he's taking the fight to Tyler Bate. It looked like New Catch Republic could have won there by a count out. Oh, and look at this, staring Pete Dunne in the eyes. Oh my days, and Tyler Bate manages to hook his ankle around the middle rope, getting a rope break. Message sent there to Pete Dunne. Lumis launching Tyler Bate into the corner. And I don't know what he's saying to Gacy, but he's saying something to him. And a tag made to Gacy. Not good news for Tyler Bate. Good grief! Tag team back and forth. I was going to say a tag team maneuver, but it weren't really. They just went back and forth, brutally dismantling Tyler Bate. Gacy. Oh, with the discus lariat. He was clearly gearing up for something. Just wasn't quite apparent as to what. And look at Gacy looking at Pete Dunne as he drags Tyler Bate away from him. Oh, Tyler Bate back to his feet, and Gacy dodged out of the way. Oh, handspring into the lariat, but the referee goes down. Gacy is immediately going for a chair. Rowan! Oh my days, and the Sicks have just been disqualified, which means New Catch Republic advance. I've never seen a referee get absolutely obliterated by a handspring lariat and roll straight back to his feet to be in perfect position to see a disqualification take place. But Charles Robinson, what a legend. Here tonight though, American Made back out here for a third time, not accompanied by Ivy Nile since she has just competed, but Chad Gable is back out here. Got a little bit of an update on Andrade Almas, who does have an injured ankle. We'll have further updates on the condition of Almas's ankle and whether or not he's going to be cleared to compete come Saturday night's main event. But tonight, Julius Creed, competing in singles action, former international champion, going to be taking on the recently debuted Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu had a fantastic match against Montez Ford last week. Tonight though, he's out here alone. He's insisted that Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa remain backstage. He doesn't care how many men Julius Creed wants backing him right now. Jacob Fatu will take him on at one-on-one. So here we go. Fatu. Oh, and Julius Creed. You see Brutus and Gable at ringside there. Ivy Nile unsuccessful against Natalya. Oh, and look at this. Creed going to go for the same technique that Gable used earlier to try and wear down Jacob Fatu. Oh, and Fatu trying to reach for the ropes there. Jacob Fatu taking a moment on the outside of the ring. Julius Creed, though, taking a page out of Ivy Nile's book, going for a rope-assisted tope. Taking the fight to Fatu on the outside. Oh, shot to the midsection. Fatu launches Creed into the table. Good grief. Oh, followed by the super kick. And Creed might be regretting that decision to take this fight outside the ring. Oh, and another super kick from Jacob Fatu. Referee tampering with the turnbuckle there after Chad Gable had a bit of a fiddle with it. Not quite sure what Gable was trying to do for Julius Creed in that scenario, because it wasn't benefiting him in any way. Oh, and the straps have come down for Julius Creed now. Creed going to the top turnbuckle, could be looking for that shooting star press, and he hits it on Fatu. Julius Creed being very impressive so far here tonight against Fatu. Oh, good grief, and a springboard. All of that weight of Fatu coming down against Julius Creed, and there's the super kick. Creed might have had the upper hand against Fatu in the early moments of this match, but Fatu much more of a heavy hitter. Oh, and the headbutts now from Jacob. Grounding Julius Creed, and Jacob gearing up. Looking to put an end. Oh, and Creed back to his feet. Dodges out of the way, that body splash. Oh, and another headbutt from Fatu. Fatu now going to the top turnbuckle. What is he looking for? Big splash off the top. Big Samoan splash. 1, 2. Oh, and Creed with the kick out, and that headbutt busted open Julius Creed. Brutus yelling something at the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu. Creed is slowly back to his feet. Oh, and a roll-up from Julius Creed now. Looking for a roll-up. Good grief. Fatu with the kick out, but barely there. It definitely caught him off guard. Oh, Creed with the clothesline in the corner to Fatu. Got Fatu on the ropes right now. Jacob's been struggling. Creed to the top turnbuckle. Long distance! And Fatu moved out of the way. There's a super kick. Good God almighty. And look at this, setting up Julius. Creed with the Impaler DDT. Creed is down. 1, 2... And that is it. Fatu picking up a second win. Next up, before we get to our main event, the return of Gigi Dolin. She's going to be competing here tonight as part of our WWE Women's Division. Gigi Dolin had at least a promising start in the NWA era of our universe mode, though just like many others that have promising starts, it didn't really go anywhere. She fell short when it came down to it. Tonight though, she's starting fresh and wants to pick up a big win here tonight in her re-debut, this time on Raw, on the main roster, and she's going to be taking on the woman that went out of her way to brutalise her tag team partner last season. Towards the end there, she's responsible for Chelsea Green becoming champion in a way. Dakota Kai took part in a triple threat with her tag team partner, the other half of Team Kick, Tegan Knox, and Chelsea Green. She hit Tegan Knox with 2 chiropractors. She didn't need to. She did it by choice. And she ended up injuring Tegan Knox in the process, though then she was dumped out of the ring and Chelsea Green got the pinfall. Dakota Kai feels like she should be in Chelsea Green's position right now. Both of these women got a lot to lose. Dolin hesitant there, as Dakota Kai was quick to storm her half of the ring. Big forearm strike though, as Dolin takes down Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai, we've seen, has incredible in-ring skill. Dolin definitely a fan favourite. Oh, dodging out of the way, the double foot stomp there. Oh, hits with a super kick early on. There's a second one. Good grief. The double super kick into the forearm combination takes down the former captain of Team Kick, Dakota Kai. Oh, dodging one of those roundhouse kicks. Dolin managed to stay clear of the attack for a moment there. Oh God, trading kicks now, went for the bicycle pump. Dakota Kai with the Irish whip. This has been a much more offense-based match than I expected, and it's been very equal. Oh, good grief, and Dolin with a face buster lays out Dakota Kai. Nigel McGuinness has confirmed in relation to Andrade and the Intercontinental Championship, he's going to make a decision by SmackDown as to whether or not Andrade can compete at Saturday night's main event after the attack. I say attack, but just the brutal offense from Chad Gable, who was relentless with his submission hold there. Oh, and a roundhouse kick to the side of the arm there from Dakota Kai to Dolin, and these two now back and forth, trying to see which one can knock the other off of their feet. And so far they're pretty equaled out, both throwing big right hooks on, and Dakota Kai blocking that one there from Gigi Dolin. Dolin though not backing down, not just yet. Big chop, and Dolin returning the effort with a chop of her own, and look at these two going back and forth, brutalizing each other in the middle of the ring. Who's going to come out on top? It's Dakota Kai. Kick to the midsection. Ooh, roll through. Thought she might have gone for a chiropractor there, but no, going for a Rings of Saturn submission hold on Gigi Dolin. Dakota Kai worn down Gigi Dolin. Oh, what is she gearing up for? It doesn't matter. Oh, roll through from Dolin. Rolled her up with a prawn. And a kick out there from Kai. Look at this. Dolin bruised all over her face there. Oh, setting up for something. Oh, and Dakota Kai with those kicks turns the tide. Oh, and Dolin not gonna let her get the advantage that she so desperately requires. This has been quite the brutal back and forth so far between these two women. Look at Dakota Kai gearing up. Full momentum as she runs around the ring. And look at her targeting the bruises of Dolin's face. Holy shit, and Dolin forced her roll to the outside. Dakota Kai setting up Gigi Dolin, and Dolin takes that suicide dive. She's got nowhere to go. Bloody and bruised. Gigi Dolin taking one hell of a beating here tonight at the hands of Dakota Kai. Look at this. On the shoulders of Dakota Kai. With the GTK to Gigi Dolin, and she has knocked Dolin out. Big win there for Dakota Kai. Not only leaving Dolin in a bloody and bruised heap, but advancing in the women's division. It is now time for our main event, and we have confirmation that the main event of Saturday night's main event, God, say main event a lot, it will in fact be Ethan Page versus Shawn Spears, though Shawn Spears has requested a very specific stipulation, and it's related to those chairs. There's a reason Shawn Spears claims to be the chairman. He's requested that that title match be a no disqualification chair match. Nigel McGuinness has made a point of saying that there's no number one contenders right now, so why not give Shawn Spears another opportunity to go at Ethan Page, with the added interest of it being no DQ. And Shawn Spears possibly has one of the best options when it comes to a tag team partner here tonight, in the form of the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. These two have been friends for a very long time, but can their in-ring skill match up and create fantastic tag team chemistry required to beat the WWE Champion here tonight? Cody Rhodes has not forgotten that Ethan Page attacked him with an ego's edge last week. Holy shit. He was out with an injury, but he's back. The Godzilla of Universe Mode, Bronson Reed, accompanied down to the ring by Austin Theory. It looks like Bronson Reed is going to be Ethan Page's tag team partner here tonight. Austin Theory with a shit-eating grin on his face. He looks smug as ever. Bronson Reed pinned the world champion back at the Crockett Cup. He eliminated Will Ospreay from the Crockett Cup match, and he was on his way to challenging Cody Rhodes until he got injured last season. Tonight, Reed is going to be aiding the WWE Champion. Hired muscle, and it's muscle with a grudge. The Smile Snatcher of WWE already has a pinfall win over Shawn Spears. Would love one over Cody Rhodes. He's not exactly happy that he's got to face Shawn Spears for a second time at Saturday night's main event, but he's going into that feeling pretty confident after the win last week. Bronson Reed going to be starting this match up against Shawn Spears. Good grief, and Bronson not wasting any time, delivering a clubbing blow to the back of Shawn Spears. Now, that match that we saw between Shawn Spears and Ethan Page, it was pretty back and forth, to Shawn Spears' credit. Though, you can't, getting pinned by the champion is a pretty definitive way to lose, and I don't know if Nigel McGuinness is particularly taking the right course of action by offering Shawn Spears an actual title opportunity despite already losing. Though, as McGuinness has pointed out, there isn't any other options right now. Nobody else has built themselves up. Obafemi challenging for the Intercontinental. Jacob Fatu seems to have his eyes set on the United States Championship, currently vacant, formerly held by the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. We've yet to see, with this new era of WWE Universe mode, here comes Cody Rhodes, we've yet to see some main eventers take shape. Good grief, and Cody right off the bat hitting the body slam on Bronson Reed. The moonsault barely connected, but connected enough to do some damage, and Bronson's definitely shook. Oh, well, look at this, Ethan Page storming the ring to attack the American Nightmare. Just enough for Bronson Reed to get the upper hand there. Definitely enough chemistry clearly between Bronson Reed and Ethan Page to both be on the same page. Oh, and a second time, Page just absolutely twatting Cody Rhodes in the back of the head, trying to disorientate the American Nightmare. Our longest reigning national champion, Cody Rhodes, won it back at Elimination Chamber last season. Austin Theory trying to roll a kendo stick into the ring. Not quite sure that's going to work. Look at this. Death Valley driver from Bronson Reed. Lays out the American Nightmare, and Reed is going up top. Tsunami from Bronson early on, and Shawn Spears straight in there to break up that pinfall. Bronson's looking pissed, not letting Shawn Spears get away with it lightly, dragging Spears over the top rope. Good grief. Oh, and a hot shot there from Ethan Page. Page doesn't even need to get in the ring. He's causing enough trouble by just being on the apron. Tag made though, 2 all ego. Ethan Page gonna finally get his hands on Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes vice versa. Gonna hopefully try and get his hands on Ethan Page. Look at this, Ethan has just let Bronson Reed do all the hard work. Oh, went for the DDT. Look at the back of Cody Rhodes, already bruised from being dumped around the ring, and look at this! Cody dumping the champion on his head! Oh, and a roundhouse kick takes Cody down. Ethan Page, oh, playing dirty, and a rake to the eyes of Cody Rhodes. Kick to the midsection, went for the smile snatcher, but Cody with a reversal. Looking to dump Page on his head for a second time, and he's staring down Bronson Reed as he does it. Oh, and Page was fighting off. Shawn Spears there went straight into a pedigree at the hands of Cody Rhodes. And there's the kick out. Bronson is already in the ring as well, taking the fight to Cody. Good grief, and the referee got a little bit there. Oh, big tank Bronson, obliterating the American Nightmare. And a tag made to Shawn Spears. Cody Rhodes giving Shawn Spears an opportunity to get a bit of payback against Ethan Page. Whoa, big back body drop. Page sending Shawn Spears over his head, roundhouse kick. Oh, good grief. Referee zooming in on the hips of Cody Rhodes. Referee, cameraman, zooming in on the hips of Cody Rhodes there. And look at Ethan Page. Got no problem talking some smack to Shawn Spears. Oh, and Shawn Spears now going to fight back. Kick to the midsection. Smile snatcher from Ethan Page. Ethan Page looking to put down Shawn Spears. Tag made him. Here comes the big tank. Again, Godzilla of Universe mode. Bronson Reed has been absolutely brutal in his past appearances. Oh, look at those elbow strikes. I'm surprised Shawn Spears has not been busted open right now. Good grief. Oh, and he picks up Spears, dumping him on his head. Oh my god, and Cody Rhodes straight in there, wasting absolutely no time. Though the damage that Shawn Spears has taken, I don't know if Cody Rhodes breaking up that pinfall has done him any good. Tag made now to Ethan Page. Kick to the midsection. Shawn Spears looking to turn the tables. But no, Ethan Page goes for the chop block. Takes down Spears. Oh, went for the big boot. Oh, Spears caught him on his shoulders. Death Valley driver to Ethan Page. Lays out the WWE Champion. Irish whip into the corner now. And a tag made to Cody Rhodes. The American Nightmare. Now in the ring with a groggy WWE Champion. Holy shit. Big clothesline takes him down. Eyes set on Bronson Reed, who was looking for the pinfall, the tag rather. And Cody setting up the champ. Crossroads. Ethan Page, middle of the ring. 1, 2. Oh, and Ethan Page with the kick out. It looked to be all said and done for Ethan Page. Oh, kick to the midsection. Page went for the smile snatcher on Cody Rhodes. The American Nightmare would have been walking out of here with a frown on his face. Russian leg sweep. Bronson back on the apron. Ethan Page makes the tag to Bronson Reed. Tag made to Shawn Spears. The big tank Bronson lays out the chairman. Look at Ethan Page. Ethan Page can't even get out of the ring right now. Good grief. And look at this weight. Ethan Page going after Shawn Spears. Oh my days. He's setting up Shawn Spears for the Ego's Edge. And look at this. Big tank going for the pinfall. 2. Oh, and somehow Spears with a kick out. Both teams have had extremely close pinfall attempts there. And it all comes down to Reed and Spears. Oh my days, and Spears trying to lift up Reed and he just can't. Cannot get Reed off the mat. And tag made to Cody now. Cody back in the ring. Looking to take the fight to Bronson. Kick to the midsection of Bronson Reed. Reed hit with a pedigree. Good God almighty, and Cody trying to figure out where the hell he is. And somehow Reed has made it back to his feet before Cody did. Oh, and dodging out of the way of that leaping hip attack. Cody setting up Bronson Reed. Crossroads to Reed. 1. Oh my God, and Ethan Page like a missile. Oh, and Cody's just taken down the WWE Champion. Holy shit. Cody not letting Ethan Page out of that ring. Not without receiving a beating. Look at this. Austin Theory now trying to get involved. Yelling at Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes beat Austin Theory on SmackDown. It was a pretty decent match, but... Oh, good grief, Cody! Oh, kick to the midsection, but Bronson somehow managed to catch the foot there. Not quite sure how. Oh, Bronson with those sharp elbow strikes to the back of the head, looking to deal some damage to the American Nightmare. Crossroads for a third time now. 1, 2. Bronson's down. Cody and Spears pick up the win. Big win there for Spears and Rhodes going into Saturday night's main event.